10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Magic After Dark. My name's Ryan Edwards. This guy over here is
Blaze Sarah. Welcome everybody to the show. We are so excited to have you here. This one's going to be crazy. This is going to be a banger.
Did you see that this week I instead of doing this, I tried to do this? I learned from last week's mistake. See,
I should have turned. Oh, it's this way. Whoa! I should have turned in, and then we should have
That's what makes you messed up, right? It's
reached through the space-time continume. Yeah,
that's it.
What if you just had Anya with like a fake hand on a stick? That's like my hand just reaches through.
That'll come next week.
No, but I am so excited for this week's guest. He's a good friend of mine, and he is, no offense, and I don't think any of our previous guests would take any offense from saying probably one of the most talented magicians to grace our show in every genre. He just kills it. And every genre of lasagna, he just kills it. So excited to have on today the man, the myth, the legend.
A legend.
Oh my, Jeki, the man, the myth, the legend. You, welcome to the show. Oh my. He had a whole box. I love it.
Yes. I just saw you guys did this after I just brought this. It's just silly box.
Is that for any one of your magic routines or anything, or is that just like a random divider?
It's a teleprompter.
Oh, gotcha.
Teleprompter. I just made it, so it's just easy. Yeah.
Do you use that for your social media videos? A teleprompter?
For YouTube sometimes. Yeah, sometimes I need to speak longer in English. Yeah, I need it.
Helps a lot.
Yeah. Tonight will be super short in English.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, like usually we only go for about 3 hours.
That's amazing.
So that's very short.
It's very short. Very short. Yeah.
Very
short. Yeah.
Okay. That's
when we do it in Korean, it's 6 hours. So,
okay.
So you're lucky
6 to 8 sometimes even. Yeah.
6 to 8. That's nice. Okay.
We had a message that I hope is in Korean, and hopefully you can help us out. What is this person saying?
So that's my Korean name.
I was going to say, is that your name?
Wow, Jeki, you magician. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Jeki, you magician. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's
thank
cool.
you guys for joining. Yes,
thanks for joining us. Thank you.
You've had a pretty wild ride throughout 2020 into 2021, Jeki. And I think out of all of the magicians, you've been somebody that's been able to really take what was a big setback for the whole entertainment industry and use that as a big opportunity, because you weren't doing much on social media before the lockdown, right? You had a few YouTube posts, and then during COVID, you started posting almost every day, which is consistently great posts, and you've blown up, which is so amazing, and that's really great to see.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah.
That's definitely been crazy. I mean, what was it like going from focusing on stage performances to then trying to just perform for the camera, for social media?
So it changed a lot. So before I always develop my stage magic and parlor things, because before I moved to America, my goal is performing my comedy magic at the theater. So I always focus on and making that kind of tricks, that kind of routines. But after the COVID, I didn't know what to do. So I started to post magic videos every day, almost every day. So I met a lot of good friends, and include Blaze and Shinim and so many magicians and also so many followers. That's a huge change in my life, because before I didn't even know online fan. I didn't believe any online fans. So what is that? I didn't know anything about social media, but that changed a lot of a lot of things in my life.
Wow. And
Yeah.
that's pretty amazing that also your following has kind of blown up recently, but you had been on a bunch of different TV shows before this year. Like you were on America's Got Talent and a couple
Yes.
other shows.
Yes.
And was that right after you did Britain's Got Talent as well, right? America's
That's
Got Talent
right,
and
yeah.
Britain's Got Talent, but you're from Korea. So-
Yeah, right. It's crazy. Yeah.
Korea's Got Talent is
Yeah.
way too small for Jeki. He's like,
Korea,
going
yeah.
to
So I think Korea's Got Talent was 2010, I guess. Only 2 seasons, and it closed. It closed.
Oh,
so,
really?
There's no chance to join that one. So I participated America's Got Talent in 2017, and after a year, 2018, I joined the Britain's Got Talent with my wife Ellie as a quick change artist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quick change.
When I said that he literally does every different style of magic, it's crazy because you do sleight of hand, you do manipulation, and you do stage, parlor, and quick change too with your wife.
Yes. Right. But I can't do mental magic. I don't know. Yeah, I love it, but yeah, it's not fit on me. But I really love mental magic, but I can't do it.
Well,
right,
yeah. I mean, well, you couldn't take it all from us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
We're all doing mentalism now.
Yeah. Well, I'll just do mentalism so Jeki can't beat us.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I hope so. All right.
So what was the hardest thing for you switching from stage to like virtual to doing YouTube stuff? Did you have like any setbacks where you were like, oh wow? Because I know even for me, switching from stage to virtual stuff, it was like, what is gonna play virtually, right? But did you have any other like struggles and stuff along the way, or like at least when you were starting into the whole thing?
So when I perform stage magic, I always care about the live audience, and the virtual audience is I think it's similar, but it's they're different. And also when I prepare magic for my Instagram video, social media, I care about what they like. So stage is all same, but it's a little different, and people's time span is very short, so I need to grab their attention. But stage I can do whatever I want with the story. So they can see it, but online, it's not. They can't watch like 1 minute video these days. I think so. I need to more focus on visual things, and also I made some catchphrase and comedy things. So I put a lot of things there, and put together and make some interesting contents for like a 15 or 30 seconds video.
Yeah, that's so interesting. Yeah, it's like when you do a whole show, people are just there to watch you, and so they'll sit through all of the talking and the story before you get to the magic. But with social media, it's like if you talk for more than 15 seconds before the trick, then they'll just scroll away.
Swipe up.
Well, listen, like when they come to see you as well, they're paying to see you, right? So they like their full attention is on you. Where on social media, it's like they're not paying for anything, right? So it's like, next guy, quick, let's go, swipe through or click through.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, what is your favorite style of magic to perform?
So my favorite style is parlor magic, comedy parlor magic. So I really love it because I love comedy and magic. I combine together. So when people laugh, it makes me really happy. So I really love parlor magic. But so normally I perform. I do close-up magic. I practice a lot. That's just I love it. I love it.
Nice.
That's intense. Because were you doing comedy acts as well in Korea, in South Korea?
Not that much. At the time, I didn't focus on that. I did illusion at the time, and quick change. So like a stage magic here and there. But after I moved to America, I wanted to do some comedy magic. So my one of my favorite musicians is Matt King. So I wanted to do something like that.
Nice.
Wow.
Yes.
That's awesome. Yeah, I was gonna say in the comedy, because obviously, like you said, you came from doing illusions and quick change. So going into comedy is a lot different because I mean, most of the time, especially if you're doing illusions, where most of the time you're not talking at all, to doing comedy magic where you're talking a lot, right? And so I was gonna say, who were your inspirations? But you said Matt King, obviously.
Yes.
Did you have anybody else, even non-magicians that you like really, watch their stuff, whether it's comedians and stuff like that, to kind of hone in on writing your stuff?
So yeah, in magic, I love Matt King and David Williams and Jeff Hobson, and there are so many comedy magicians I really love. But these three magicians, they were for me they were really amazing and it looked different. And also I love Kevin Hart. Yeah,
oh, Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
So when I even can't speak English, when I saw him, it's like his facial expression and comment it's really fun, and so I really loved it. Yes.
That's gotta be.
Go ahead. I was gonna say he's got a very physical comedy, even though he's like just standing on stage.
Yeah,
his physicality in telling jokes is what makes it so funny, for sure.
Yes, right. I really love it, and I really love physical comedy. So I also love this comedy duo, but I forgot the name. I saw them on YouTube. They are American. One black guy and one I forgot the name. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Who that comedy duo is.
I was thinking Key and Peele, but
Oh, Key and Peele. Key and Peele. Oh, they're hilarious. Yeah.
They are amazing. Yeah, I really
they are amazing. Absolutely. Yeah.
Some of the best skits ever.
Yeah, I mean that's got to be so. I mean that's so ambitious, but that's got to be really intimidating to go. Okay, I'm going to move across the world to a new country, and I'm going to learn a new language, and now I want to start doing comedy in that language, in that new language. Like that's so intense. That's really difficult.
Yes, it was difficult, and still I'm struggling with my English and making magic, but I didn't want to my mouth shut after I moved to America, just doing stage magic. I didn't want to do that, so I'm just still learning and making magic. Yeah, that's I wanted to do. Yes.
Wow. Yeah, and that's a lot of practice to be able to like just completely switch into a new language and be able to have the jokes land and learn like all the little nuances. I mean, because there are people that have been speaking English their whole lives that struggle with comedy,
I thought you were going to say that struggle with English.
Struggle with English in general. That's true. Because those of us that speak one language that are still struggling with that one language. But so that's pretty amazing that you just decided like I want to pursue this because it was something that you were passionate about. And has social media kind of been giving you a chance to test out some of that comedy with the comedy videos that you put out? Because some of your videos aren't magic at all. They're just all comedy, which I think is hilarious. They're great.
That's right. So last year I wanted to make contents consistently. So like everyday basis. So sometimes magic is very difficult to practice, one by one. And so this time sleight of hand, and at the next day sleight of hand, and another day sleight of hand is difficult. So I wanted to do some skit, and also I thought about some comedy magic ideas, like using a small worm and something like that. I always thought about some interesting and funny ideas, but I never tried. On the stage, it's really hard to try a new one. But social media is fun because I can try it very easily every day. So if they don't like it, sometimes I just delete it. So it's so it's easy to try. So I really enjoyed it.
That's probably the best part of like yesterday I posted something on the Lost Art page, and I took a snapshot from a video that I was watching on my phone and posted it, and then didn't notice that the line was on the snapshot at the bottom, like the thing. And so someone commented, they were like, wow, taken on the iPhone, obviously. And I was like, oh shoot, delete, and then repost it after.
Ah,
But I was
yeah,
like, man, I didn't even know. I was just so in the zone doing stuff. But that's the
yeah,
nice thing is like, yeah, it was up for 20 minutes, and then it was someone noticed and pop took it
yes,
off and repost it, right?
yeah, yeah.
So
That's right.
you can kind of tweak things until it's perfect. So,
Yes,
but
Yeah. Yeah, and Jeki, you were saying that you like to get when you do stage, you like to get the audience feedback, live. You do something and they applaud, they freak out right in the moment. But with social
yes,
media, it's kind of like you post and then you wait, and then you
yeah,
kind of get that feedback later on if it was good or
ah,
not, and you
yes,
can
right,
kind of
right,
tell from the comments. So
yes, right.
that is that like a do you feel like you're still able to test out material and new things and just kind of base it off of that feedback, and in basically you're saying if it doesn't do as well, you just delete it, and if it does
Yeah,
well, it stays up.
but yeah, of course, I can test it out because yeah. So when I post something, so wait like, and after like sometimes like yeah 2 to 3,000 likes. Sometimes like yeah, sometimes it's like 7 or 8,000 likes. Yeah, it's different. So when people like it and they gave me a lot of love and leave a lot of comments. So yeah, I noticed, oh, this one works well. So maybe I can use this on the stage and yeah. So yeah, I can test. Yeah, I can test it. I could test it. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
How has the transition been? Because I know recently you've been focusing a lot more on YouTube, which are longer form videos,
Yes,
whereas like
right.
which are a lot harder to try and be consistent with,
Yes, right.
because with Instagram, if you only have a 1 minute video, you could spend
Yeah.
8 hours making that 1 minute video. But for
Yes, right.
YouTube, you're trying to make, a 5, 10 minute video, 15-minute video, then,
Yeah.
it takes a lot more time to try and build up to
Yes.
that. So how has that transition been going from focusing on trying to do a 1 minute video every day to trying to now focus more on longer YouTube videos?
So yeah, after COVID, yeah, it's hard to get live performance, right? Yeah, everybody's saying. So yeah, I wanted to shift to the online thing. So yeah, first 1 minute video is it's okay. It's fun and it's to try, but YouTube is a whole different level. But I really wanted to do YouTube and wanted to share my story and wanted to share magic more. So I always thought about some ideas. I always thought about ideas. I always wanted to do it consistently. So yeah, I think recently I thought about using pop up with magic pop-up books. Yeah, you saw
Yeah.
it. So
Yes.
yeah, magic is hard to share the secrets on YouTube, right? Yeah, because we didn't make all the things, so it's a magic secret. But pop-ups or different other DIY genre, we can share it, but no one complain it, right? So I
Yeah.
can share the process and how I make my magic. So and I want to inspire the people with magic. So that's how I started that kind of style video. So yeah, it's been difficult. So last video I made a custom magic for Mr. Beast, who is a famous YouTuber.
Yep.
It took 1 month to make video and all the magic, but
Wow.
yeah, after I made it, I'm so fulfilled and I really
Yeah.
enjoyed it. So
Nice.
I'm keep doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. So for people that are curious about that video, here you can
Yes.
see,
Oh. Oh my.
you can see the pop-up books that he's talking about. So it took a month for Jeki to
Yes.
make
Right.
this video, and in the background, he's you should check it out on the Jeki U YouTube channel, and then you can hear what he's saying throughout the act. But he's describing all of these things that have to do with Mr. Beast's life story and telling it. And he has this book, this pop-up book that he's created with all these magic moments throughout the story, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah. So that's really incredible. So everybody, you should
Yeah.
check that out on Jeki U's
Yeah, that
YouTube
looks
channel.
awesome.
Yeah. This is book.
Oh, you have the book.
Oh,
Nice.
you have the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, let me adjust my camera. See, this one.
That's
Same.
awesome.
So yeah, first I learned the mechanism because before I started this project, I didn't know how to make a pop-up mechanism. So I learned on YouTube for free, and after I just tried and added magic and something like he's an American YouTuber. He's an American content creator and YouTuber and philanthropist. So after I make a routine with these simple mechanisms, something like this. Yeah, it looks cool, right?
Oh,
Wow,
sweet.
So
that's
yeah,
really cool.
yeah, and yeah, it took me 1 month to make everything. It's just crazy. Oh,
Wow.
oh my!
That's so cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Wow.
something like this.
That's
Yeah.
incredible.
Thank you. Yeah,
Crazy.
So, it's crazy. Yeah.
So you had never made a pop-up book before. You just had the idea that I want to tell this story and I want to use a pop-up book to tell the story. And did you kind of have in your mind what you wanted it to look like before you figured out how to make it?
So yeah, when I but before 10 years ago when I was 21, one of my friend, one of my teacher, and he showed me his pop-up book collection. When he opened the book, the huge cancer appeared in front of my eyes. I was shocked because I've never seen that before. So yeah, I was so inspired, and one day I wanted to use that pop-up mechanism, but I never tried. And after many years later, I saw Marco Tempest, Marco Tempest pop-up book with his storytelling about Tesla. He uses a projection mapping with a pop-up.
Yep.
It was
I was going to say 48 drones.
Yeah. He's just insane. He was so inspiring musician.
Wow.
He's an inspiring musician. So after I wanted to make my own version. So recently I thought about that idea again, and I just combined and learned it for 2 days to make pop-up books, and after I just made the tip. Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
And I like that you said that you can explain it to magicians on YouTube and stuff, like how it works, because you're not explaining magic and stuff, which is great. Because I mean, we have that conversation constantly with people, whether they think it's okay to show stuff on YouTube, like reveal things. But when you're doing pop-up books as a reveal and stuff, that's amazing. It's a fun way that you can share that with people as well. So I love that idea.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's something where it look. I mean, even the parts that aren't necessarily magic still look really magical, and those are the parts that you can explain. Because you learned it for free on YouTube too. So of course you can put it on YouTube.
Yeah, I can teach it. Yeah, no problem. No one complains.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for this next hour and a half. We have pop-up books with Jeki.
Now a lot of people nowadays, you're talking about people learning things for free on YouTube. There are a lot of magicians nowadays that got their start learning magic from YouTube. I think of I myself is one of them that learned their first couple tricks on YouTube, and then kind of branched out to finding out about the magic community and where you could learn the good stuff. And I think Shin is another person who's an example of that, of starting out on YouTube. But you have a very interesting background that most magicians, I think, don't have the experience of, is the fact that because you're from Korea, you actually went to university or went to college for magic. So what was that experience like, going to a magic college? And were you very interested in magic already and doing and performing it a lot before you went to college?
Yeah, before I went to college, I participated in magic competitions. So people magic community in Korea, they knew my works. So after my teacher suggested me to join that college, so I learned magic there for 2 years. So every day, Monday to Friday, 8 hours with 80 magicians, and practice something together. So brainstorm together. So from there, I learned stage and close-up, parlor, and sometimes a little simple illusions. So that's my basis. So I think I learned a lot of things because they taught me a lot of good stuffs and old classic magic. But they always wanted me to change it to new style. So which is so I always keep trying to a view to make another perspective, and wanted to create something different style. So I really learned a lot, and that's really helpful. And
Yeah, wow. So
Yeah.
you just learn, you kind of dive in learning all different types of magic. It's not just, I'm going to learn close up. You know, there are so many magicians that go, I'm just going to only do cards and I'm just going to focus on cards. But you kind of were forced to learn about stage and parlor and about comedy magic and, you know, and close up and illusion. That's amazing.
Yes.
Everything except for mentalism.
Except for
they taught mentalism too, but I think but I always participated in math competition at the time. So I wasn't a good student. I couldn't go every day, but I really learned a lot. But I didn't have a chance to learn a lot of mentalisms at the time. So it's it's bad for me, but it was fun. Yes. Yeah.
That's awesome. Now, saying that you had college over there, do you think that obviously coming to America, seeing how magic is there, in comparison, do you think, like, to me, I mean, magic in college sounds really awesome, but at the same time, I think, you know, Canada and the States are so focused on like business and stuff like that in school, right? So do you think that magic should be offered at a college level in the States? Do you think that that's something that magicians in the States could use, like, you know what I mean?
So if there's a college in a state, you mean state is the United States?
Yeah, in the United States,
in the United States. If there's a college, I think it has a lot of magicians, and maybe I think beginners who want to be the magician, they wanted to something more, but normally they don't know how to learn magic, right? So I think if there's a college, that would be very helpful. But I don't know who will do that. That's a difficult, and takes a lot of money and time. Yes.
I think in Canada, I think somewhere in Canada, I don't know what school it is, but I remember there's like one course on magic, but I think you can get credit for and stuff now, but I don't think it's like a full out degree in magic, which is interesting, because like I said, I think Canada and the States, we put so much emphasis on other things, and I mean there's still theater and stuff, but I don't know, at least to my knowledge, I don't think there's any like theater department or college degree that then specializes in magic, which would be interesting. If there's any colleges and universities watching this, think about it.
It's interesting, because when you said that, you know, that you went to college for magic, I would think my first thought would be, okay, so everybody's learning the exact same thing, so everybody's going to come out the same, you know, that they're all learning the same course of this is how you're supposed to do magic, so then everyone would end up being the same. But what you were just saying was really interesting, that they kind of pushed you to try and be unique and original, like they pushed you to be yourself.
Yes, they always say that that's a very important thing, and also the professors also they done magic for like 20 to 30 years already, and if we create something new or a new style, that always bring good things. So and they always encourage us to join the competition, and always wanted to make something new style.
Nice.
Even just a little thing, but that makes us different. So so when we graduated, everybody chose like someone like a comedy, and someone like a serious manipulation thing. So they chose their style, and so at the end, they were great. I really yeah, loved it to see. Yeah, they graduate and they do their own thing. Yeah.
Did you choose comedy when you were in school, or did you choose a different style?
So at the time, I think at the time I was planning to make my FISM act, closer magic. So I always focusing on my FISM act. And other than that, I love stage magic, manipulation, and that those two things I did at the time. Yeah, so I didn't choose just one specific thing, but I always try this one. So when I board a stage magic, this time I practice close up, and when I board close up, and I just choose stage, I always shifted. So yeah.
Gotcha.
Yes.
So you just kept switching in between them. Yeah, I'm
Yes,
just
right.
looking back through the through.
I seen we had some questions come in.
Yeah, we had some questions.
Nice.
Actually, my neighbor, I remember I said his son popped on last week, but they're away right now, so that he missed men's night. Justin, we missed you. But they are tuning in, and I seen he said, "What are all your favorite memories in Magic?" I believe his son said, "Hello, watching from a cottage right now."
Yeah.
I think that's Nathan that said that. So Jeki, do you have a favorite memory in Magic?
Favorite memories. I think I had a lot, but it was 2018 Britain's Got Talent. When we were auditioned Britain's Got Talent in Blackpool, actually, at that time I participated with my wife, and that was our wedding anniversary.
Nice.
Yeah, it was so meaningful to us, and also the audition went well, and everything was perfect. And I really love Blackpool, so I went 5 to 6 times because of conventions, and I just love that city, and I had a lot of memories with my wife. So I think that's why. So that moment was so meaningful and favorite. Yes.
You may be the first person I've ever heard say that he loves Blackpool, because most people love the convention but don't love Blackpool itself. But
when you go to February, it's always rain and it's very cold. But I think when you go in August, that's beautiful. It's almost similar as Los Angeles, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've only been in February, so I can't say.
February. But
it's terrible there.
Very dreary.
Yeah. They got to move the convention to August. That'd be so much better.
Convention.
Ethan was wondering. So do you end up with a degree in Magic at the end of that course?
Yes, I got degree, but so it's a 2 years degree, but I don't know how to say in English for that. Yes, but I graduated and I received something, but I don't know how to say.
Like a diploma or a certificate, something like that.
I think certificate. It's something like certificate. Yeah.
Gotcha. Probably diploma.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice. Wow. Yeah, I'd definitely be interested. I just wonder if in America, if you went for something other than Magic, and you said on your resume, I have a degree in Magic.
Yeah.
If it would be we can't use that. You know what I mean? You don't seem like a trustworthy guy.
That's true.
Magic. You're working at the bank. You're applying for a job at the bank.
It's not the most. It's not the most transferable skill. Any other job other than being a magician doesn't care that you have a degree in Magic.
No. Unless you're applying for a restaurant worker or something like that, like a waiter, they may be like, "Hey, that's cool. You do magic." But other than that, it'd be like,
you want to be a bartender? Then great job.
It sounds sketchy.
Yes.
But I think it's time that we learn a little bit more about Jeki in a rapid fire fashion.
I feel like a lot of people I see a lot of people are thinking about questions and stuff, and so I thought maybe it's time that we kind of give them a little bit of a taste and do a little rapid fire.
All right, Jeki, here it comes. You ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time.
It's time for 20 questions. It's time for 20 questions. Yeah. It's time for 20 questions. It's time for 20 questions. Yeah. Put 2 minutes on the clock. 2 minutes on the clock. Put 2 minutes on the clock. 2 minutes on the clock. Here we go.
Here we go. All right. 2 minutes on the clock.
We're going to ask you, we're going to try to get through as many questions as we can in 2 minutes. Rapid questions. Just answer the best that you can as fast as you can. We're going to try to see how many.
I see. As fast as I can. Okay.
All right.
Like fire in my car stereo. Laugh out loud.
It's like fire in my car stereo. That's hilarious.
That song is fire.
That song is fire. That's so lit,
Fire.
Mike Martinez. Yes.
That's it.
Thank you, Mike. Alrighty. So
All right.
you have 2 minutes on the clock, Jeki. Here we go. 3,
Are you ready?
2, 1, go.
Favorite color?
Favorite color? Black. Blue,
Biggest
black.
pet peeve. What is something you hate?
Chewing gum.
Where did you grow up?
Busan, South Korea.
What always makes you laugh?
My dog.
Do you have any secret talents?
Secret talent? I learned Muay Thai. Muay Thai. You know Muay Thai?
Oh,
Really?
Nice.
Whoa.
Kickboxing,
Yeah, when I was
Yeah.
young. Yeah.
Nice.
What was the first time you ever saw a magic trick?
2003. My friend showed me. Yeah.
If you could have one, nice. If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Teleport.
Teleport. Nice. What is a dream performance venue where someone you really want to perform?
I never thought of, but I think Las Vegas. Yeah.
Las
Las
Vegas.
Vegas.
Most cherished memory.
Cherish it?
Cherished memory, like something super special, and not in magic, anytime.
Oh, okay. When I married with my wife.
Nice.
Yes.
Good
I think
call.
it's a great answer.
Yes,
That
great
is a
answer.
great answer.
That's a good safe
She's
answer.
she's watching right now.
What's your favorite food?
Food. Samgyeopsal. It's a pork belly. It's a barbecue, Korean style barbecue. Yeah.
Ooh, that sounds really good.
Favorite movie.
Movie La La Land.
What is your favorite pizza topping?
Red. I forgot. Red sliced.
Pepperoni?
Pepperoni. Yes.
If you favorite magician.
Please.
Almost in the next one.
That's my favorite answer of the whole thing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I doubt that that's true, but I'm honored if it's remotely true. So.
Really, I love you. Yes.
Thank you, man.
Should,
That means a lot.
do you wanna just
You
go
are a
through
huge
the other-
inspiration.
Do you want to go through the other questions with him? Just because
Yes.
obviously we took a little bit longer there to go through.
Yeah, no worries.
But I think it would be fun just to hear the other answers for these. To be honest.
Yeah. So, Jeki, if you won the lottery, what's the first thing that you would buy?
House.
House.
House. Yeah.
House. See.
House.
All right.
In
What
the
is
States.
your most highly recommended magic product or book?
Magic product. Magic product. So book. I think Tabercos in magic. Yeah.
Tarbell.
I read them a lot. Yes.
Nice.
I love
Nice.
them.
Yeah. Tarbell's great.
Yeah.
What is your favorite TV show?
Favorite TV show in America? Oh, I never thought of because I don't have TV now.
Yeah, you don't have much time to
Yeah.
watch TV. You're making content. all
Too
the
many
time.
content. Yeah.
Yes, but I like America's Got Talent, and other than that, I don't know, not so many things. But I like American drama. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, drama.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what is your favorite? What's your favorite Korean TV show? Because we do have some Korean viewers, so maybe they'll know what
Yes.
it is. But
Oh
what would
yeah.
be your favorite back home?
Now it disappeared. It closed, but it's called Star King. It's like America's Got Talent in Korea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
but it's not a competition. Yeah, it's just we show off our skills, and yeah, it's really good.
Oh, that's
Nice.
cool.
Yes.
Were you on that show when you were back in Korea?
Yes, I think 2 times in 2013. Yes.
I thought he's
really
going to
enjoyed
say yes,
Yes.
23 times.
23 times.
that.
I was on
18
every
yeah.
episode.
Yeah, for 3 years, I was on every episode. That is why it's my favorite. How about this? Do you have any guilty pleasures? Something that you
Guilty
just
pleasure.
love to do?
Yeah. So after finished show, I ate a lot. So like yeah, junk food and yeah, chocolates and snacks. And that's
Nice.
my guilty pleasure.
Unwind after
Nice.
a show, just eat a ton of
Yes.
food. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that you said Korean barbecue as well earlier, because
Yeah.
I know when Spidey came down and we hung out here,
Yeah.
we went out for Korean
Oh.
barbecue. And then I lived with
Nice.
Patrick Kuhn for a little while, and me and
Yeah.
him went out for a lot of Korean barbecue.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
I absolutely
Yes.
love it. So,
There's so many
now,
different foods.
technically, when you go for Korean barbecue, if it's really good Korean barbecue, they cook it for you, right? At your table?
Oh, yes, right. Yes, right.
Yeah.
That's true.
So the one I go to, you cook it yourself. But when we went
yeah.
to one in Ohio, it was like, oh no, they cooked it for you. And
Oh, wow.
or no, maybe it was in Vegas. We went
Yeah.
with Patrick, and he was like, no, the good ones they cook it for you.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So.
That's nice. And normally, but in Korea, normally they cook it for you because
Yeah.
it's for service. Yes.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would rather have someone make it for
Yeah.
me, and then I can sit
I
back and enjoy it at a restaurant.
I think cooking is half the fun. Like me and Spotty had a blast throwing stuff on the grill, and
That's true. It is fun. Yeah.
They'll come and they take your grill, like they'll replace the grill and stuff if you really screw it up and burn a bunch of stuff or whatever. But I guess the bad thing is cooking it yourself. Like if you didn't cook it well enough, then you could get sick or something like that. So,
Yeah.
but most of the time the meat is cut really thin, so it's really hard to mess up cooking.
It's hard to mess up. Yeah.
Yeah.
They try and make it as straightforward as possible for you.
As long as you flip this for 1 second, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a couple more questions to wrap it up. If you had one wish, what would you wish for?
One wish.
Yeah.
I want a happy life until I die.
That's
Yeah.
that's a
I want
very
happy
safe,
life.
good wish. Yeah.
Yes.
What was your favorite toy growing up?
Favorite toy? I think it's Lego. Yeah,
Nice.
Lego is my favorite. I really love building stuffs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now you've got like 3D printers and stuff, so it's kind of adult
Yes, right.
Legos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Lego. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's nice.
And a question that always trips up all of our guests: do you have a favorite sports team?
Favorite sports team?
Yeah.
Actually, I don't have.
Nobody on this show ever
He's
does.
gonna be like, actually,
Oh, really?
I do. It's this, but
Wow.
it's actually.
Musicians doesn't see sports TV shows. Sports team. I think maybe soccer, but
You
I
like
don't know
fuck-
the
yeah.
name of
Yeah.
the team. Yeah.
No, don't worry about it. Every magician that's on this show that throws us for a loop. No magicians watch sports apparently.
Always the
Oh,
best
yeah.
20th question.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
Yeah.
I might be the only one. I'm left in the dark there.
Yeah. We had a couple of people that were asking questions that continued in the Korean, so I don't know what he's saying.
Yeah. It's a poke belly. So
Oh, he's talking about the
he
food
said-
that you like. Yeah.
barbecue. Yeah, Korean barbecue. Yeah, and
Nice.
yes,
And he's saying something.
pepperoni.
Oh, pepperoni.
Oh, pepperoni.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha. They were just trying to help you out. earlier.
Yes,
You are
right.
definitely the first person to say that pepperoni is your favorite pizza
Yeah.
topping, though. I
Oh,
will say
wow.
that
Awesome.
most people have tried to come up with something weird, or I guess mushrooms was last
Oh,
week, right?
mushroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I love
yeah.
pepperoni and topped with pineapple.
Oh, pineapple pizza.
Nice.
Yeah,
Pineapple.
pineapple pizza. I love
Controversial.
it.
Yeah.
So yeah, very
Yes.
controversial pizza topping.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. I was gonna ask something else, but I saw yeah, Mike asked about. He said he said I feel like it's cool that you know Muay Thai, and I saw someone else said
Oh,
before. Oh
yes.
yeah, I feel like I know Jackie's
Oh,
better
wow.
now, but someone else said I was worried about getting
Yeah.
kicked or something like that.
Yeah.
I thought I
Dom
saw.
said,
Oh,
I'm
there it
scared
is.
Jackie is going to drop kick
There it
us.
is. Yeah.
now that they know you do Muay Thai.
So Jackie,
Yeah.
because you did Muay Thai, are you like a UFC fan? Do you watch
Yeah,
like the
I'm
UFC
a
stuff?
UFC fan. Yeah, I'm a
Nice.
UFC fan. So I used to watch it on social media.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So if Conor McGregor
Yeah.
fights Dustin Poirier again,
Yeah.
who's gonna win?
So last one. So I think Dustin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dustin.
Good choice.
Yeah.
I think so
I think
too.
Dustin. Yes.
I think he was gonna destroy him last fight. So
I
Yes.
agree. Yeah, I was rooting for Connor, but I mean, he busted himself
Yeah,
up
I'm rooting for
anyways.
Conor, yes.
Destroyed his leg.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a pretty nasty break. But that's what happens when you check a kick.
Yep.
Yes.
Check your kicks, kids.
Check your kicks, kids.
If you ever had a magic gig and someone tries to kick you, check it. No, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, we had a question here. Someone was asking, what is your hardest sleight in card magic that you do?
Hardest? Yeah, there are so many things very hard. But I think this is one of the most hardest one. I think I learned this when I was young. So it's something like this. So when you, you see, flick the card, you can put this card, like this.
Oh, that's
inside
really
the
cool.
deck and
Wow.
find the card, specific card. Yeah, that's hardest thing, and it's when you do this in live, I never made it.
You never made it live.
But it's difficult. Yeah.
Ramel said that he likes frosting on his pizza.
Ramel.
That is something different. Frosting, like
frosting.
Cake frosting,
like frosting, as in like what you have on dessert. Frosting,
like just like vanilla frosting.
Yeah.
Ramel, comment below. That is that what you like vanilla frosting or chocolate frosting on your pizza?
Frosting.
Ramel, and also let us know if you are currently watching from within a mental institution, or if you or if you're at home.
Frosting topics.
If you okay.
Although I did make a s'mores pizza a couple months ago in the pizza oven. That was phenomenal.
S'mores pizza, you heathen.
S'mores pizza. Yeah. I saw it online, and I have a pizza oven in my backyard, and so I thought, I'm gonna try this. So it was like pizza dough, and then then covered in marshmallows. There's the word, marshmallows, and then graham crackers all over, like crunched up, and then chocolate, and it was deadly, absolutely deadly. I could might have to make one tomorrow.
In America, I used to try Blaze Pizza.
Blaze Pizza, yeah. Oh no, I like Blaze Pizza.
Yeah, I like it because it's very thin, and we can customize it, and I really love it. Yes.
Oh, there you go.
I like Blaze Pizza a lot, and no reason related to my name at all.
Blaze Pizza.
But hey, look at that! It's partially owned by LeBron James. So there you go.
Really?
Yeah, there you go, Jeki. You are a LA Lakers fan.
There's your favorite sports team. You're now a Lakers fan because you like LeBron's pizza.
I didn't even know that. Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I wonder if I can sue them for using the Blaze now.
That's Dominic said that Pizza Ranch. I've never been there, but has so many dessert pizzas.
Jeez, guys.
But Ethan said one time I had mac and cheese pizza.
Oh,
Mac and cheese
and
pizza.
cheese.
I mean,
I love
mac
that
and
doesn't
cheese.
sound
I
that
love mac and
horrendous.
No.
Now, Mix
Yeah,
of Tricks wants to know, what is your favorite trick that you've created?
So, so I think last year as glass table, glass table and card tricks, so these days I really love it, So
yeah. Well, I remember we talked about it. We talked about the idea of stuff through glass table, and then it was like we had the conversation, and then it was like next day you had made the first video with it, and then you were like, "Oh, I can make this better and better and better and better," and you just kept pushing it. It was amazing seeing the progression from the first video with the glass table and how much it evolved, and now it's like you can do anything. It's crazy. It's amazing.
I keep continuing changing things and add some special effect. So maybe next year it'll be better, I guess.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's so deceptive.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Ethan asks, what's the most recent magic book you've read?
Okay, most recent magic book. It was a scripting magic. Yeah, it was scripting magic. I forgot the author's name, but it's from Vanishing Ink.
It's like two book set.
I read half of them, and it helped me a lot because it's always I was struggling to make script in English, but there are a lot of information, so it helped me a lot.
Nice.
Yeah, it's Pete McCabe. Scripting Magic by
Pete McCabe.
Pete McCabe.
Love it. I had a volume 1. Yes, I have volume 1.
Yeah. So
rating is 5-star.
Yeah. So 5-star rating. So
5-star rating.
So check out Scripting Magic.
Scripting Magic. There's 2 volumes of it as well. So definitely a good read. Let's see. Was there anything else? So I'll say this because I always say this every week: is Magic of Dark is an open forum for anybody that's watching online to ask any questions to Jeki. We can always call him and ask him questions. Some of you guys can't, and so we open this up. Ask away. Hit up the comments. We'll look. I'm always watching the comments. So is Blaze. So we'll always try to ask your questions if you have any. So make sure to comment in the section below. Boom. There you go.
Yeah. Deckhead wanted to know how to learn that card shot done in your YouTube shorts, the card flick. Is that what you showed us before, the card flick, or is it a different card flick?
Yeah, that's the same thing. But I didn't post that on my YouTube channel, but the guy Rick Smith Jr. He posted it because we
Rick Smith.
So I forgot the original author's name, but I think it's he's a Miyamoto Naohiro's version. I think it's called Card Step. So I can't teach you this one, but it's from the Miyamoto Naohiro's Card Step. So just hold it like this and flick the card and put it inside.
It's so cool how quick it travels.
I was surprised. Sometimes, always it goes outside.
That one was fast.
I was shocked. That was great.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Card Step.
Yeah, I mean that's like faster than a top shot. It's just like teleporting. It's really cool.
Yeah. That's what it looked like. It was like here, and then it was boom here. It's just done.
Yeah. That was awesome.
And also there's another guy. It's called Mutobe shot. Something like flick the card this and find the card. And that one is also cool. Yeah, Mutobe shot is from Japan. So I think you can search it on the internet. Yeah.
And we have a question that I cannot read to you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I can't read that one.
Oh yeah, he said the magician Park Sorha Park made this step. But I think I don't know. Yeah, as well. I don't know as well. But I thought it's from Miyamoto Naohiro. But I'm not so sure about that question. I
gotta say, reading the Korean when it came up that long, it looks
yeah.
like all one word. Like there's no space.
Yeah, because there's no like
no
spacing out. It's
space.
just all of the
It's just
characters all together.
One character is like,
I
how
get
is that a
it.
sentence? It looks like
Yeah.
one massively long word.
Also, everyone's speaking Korean. I'm putting a lot of trust and faith in you guys
Yeah,
that you're
there's
not saying
nothing
something messed
inappropriate.
up or that you're not. Because when people say like swears and stuff that I don't want to put on screen,
Yeah.
then I can screen it. But I don't know what you're saying, and I'm going to put it on screen. So I'm
Yeah,
trusting.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah.
I saw Mateo asked, "What's your favorite go-go squeeze flavor?"
You know what? He's not gonna know what that is.
No idea what that is myself.
Mateo is a young magician, and he also he makes a lot of gimmicks, and he also makes puppets.
wow.
So he's like a young kid in middle school, but he's really talented with making gimmicks.
Oh.
And he made a there's a kind of like
Like a
juice
yogurt
box or
pop?
something called a go-go squeeze or like applesauce or something. And so he made a go-go squeeze that has like a fan on top and it spins, and it's just a very specific reference.
That's why I was like, I have no idea what a go-go. And then I was thinking like bobo flavor, and I thought maybe I'm just I don't drink that stuff, so I was like maybe I'm way behind.
No, it's
Like-
it's definitely something that people would get the reference if they went to 1v1magic.com and join the Magic
Ooh,
Discord.
there
If
you
go to
go.
1v1magic.com, you can hang out with a bunch of other magicians, get to meet people. Jeki's been a part of the Discord before. He's hung out with us on there. So join the Discord, you can hang out with the community. Okay, I'm going to bring up some more Korean. Here we go.
Oh,
There it is.
yeah. Oh, I think maybe this guy Yite, he knew it well about this shot. I think he said it's made by Solha Park, who is a Korean musician who won this Micro Third in 2015. Yeah. So
Gotcha.
maybe you can
Nice.
think of that too. Yes.
He followed up with this.
Yeah. He said, "You don't have to read. It's fine." Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's fine.
That's awesome.
Well, I don't know, so I'm gonna put it on screen
Just
anyways.
throwing it out.
Yeah, no problem. It's funny. Yeah, I love it.
That's funny. He's telling us we don't have to read it,
He's like, "Please
but the
don't."
only way I know that is if we read it.
Yeah. He said, "Sorry guys, English is very hard."
No,
Yeah.
it's fine.
No
no.
problem.
For us, Korean is hard, so it's
Yeah.
fine. The fact that you're making the effort and you're watching a show in English means a lot.
That's
So
it.
thank you so much for
Yes.
joining.
Thank you so much. 감사합니다.
Ramel wants to know
Here you
your
go.
favorite song.
My favorite song, a lot, and I love Sia,
Mm,
Chandelier.
yeah, it's a great
Nice.
song.
Yes, it's a great song. And also I love Adele. Hello. A lot. Yes.
Ah,
So
British
very
blonde women,
Very
yes.
emotional.
Yes.
Very
And
emotional.
also, I first heard this song from your magic. It's Watermelon Sugar. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's the name of the?
By Harry Styles. Yeah, Watermelon Sugar.
Harry
I have
Styles.
I have a video coming out very soon that is
Yeah?
to Watermelon Sugar, and I made a bunch
Oh,
of
wow.
different things like
Oh.
Nice.
this.
Oh.
Sick.
For the video.
Crazy.
Ooh, nice.
Ah.
Like
Watermelon.
nice.
So
I
yeah,
think
that'll
you
be.
showed me that version before, I think. But
I think I showed you that
cool.
gimmick in person. Yeah.
Yeah, but it looks
Yeah.
more cool. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sneak
Nice.
peek for everybody watching Magic After Dark
Sneak
tonight.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sneak
Um,
peek.
Yeah.
Jeffrey said, "Nice shirt, Blaze." Yes, you can actually.
Mm.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
yeah.
Nice plug. You can
1v1.
actually get this shirt at merch.1v1magic.com.
that's nice.
If you'd
Great
like to
timing.
support. Great.
That's great timing.
Very nice.
Very nice.
So yes, Dom said Watermelon Sugar is great, but yeah, no, that is a good song.
Yes.
So,
Yes. Very nice.
Yeah. I had a question and I forgot what we went off and I totally forgot what I was going to ask, but it'll come back.
Was it before or after pizza toppings?
It's tough.
Yeah, it was somewhere in between.
We got lost in the sauce on that
That's
one.
lost in the sauce. Someone asked, "What's your favorite movie?" He already answered that. It is La La Land.
Yes, La La Land, and
Um,
also Shawshank Escape. I don't know English name.
Is it what Shawshank Redemption?
Yeah, Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank
Okay.
Redemption. That's a sick movie.
Shawshank.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, that's amazing.
It's funny because that came out the same year as Forrest Gump.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
But Forrest
Yeah.
Gump won the Academy Award that year
Mm.
Oh, wow.
for best movie over Shawshank Redemption. Gotta say, I don't agree, but someone asked if me and Blaze are in the exact same room.
Oh.
Well, that's so funny. I almost reached the wrong way because
Yeah.
we're not.
Not
even close. Nope.
there
Yeah. Great.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, a little. Here you go, Blaze. Welcome to Magic After Dark.
Yeah.
Props.
Yeah.
There you go. That was
Okay.
There we go.
Were we trying to fist bump?
We gotta come up with a special like a handshake every week to be like, bam.
Yes.
Boom. Yeah.
That's it.
No, Ramel, we do this show every week together, and so we have color coordinated our lights.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, we can make them other colors, but right now we're feeling on the same page. When we're mad at each other, we just switch them to different colors.
If you see an episode where it's like red in the background instead, that means one of us is like more pissed at each other. We're just on here because we have to be. We already have a guest.
We already have a guest. So far that hasn't happened, but we're just priming you. If you see the different color lights.
Last week I switched to blue for a little bit. I was just a little sad when the episode started, but as we went along, it picked up. So went back to green. You
went from sad to envious. So you had to become green with envy.
Yeah, exactly. But now I can't remember my question. It's gonna drive me nuts because
I'll give you a sec. So Jeki, who are you mentioned some of your biggest influences when it comes to comedy magic? Who are some of your biggest inspirations outside of magic in general? People that you feel like inspire you or you look up to outside of magic?
So outside of magic, each time always changing. But these days, I love. He's American. He's a director of movie Her.
Mm. Oh, the movie Her. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I'm not sure about
George. Always forgot the name.
Let's see who the director is. Spike Jonze.
Spike Jonze.
Yeah, he's amazing. Yeah, I've never seen anything his movie or something like that, but I watched his work for the Google HomePod advertisement video, and it was really amazing. If you have a time, you should watch it. I can drop the link for you guys.
Yeah, let's see.
It's like magic. Yeah, I really inspired a lot. And I watched a lot of times this video. It's
Spike Jonze commercial. Let's see. Oh, I know this commercial. This is an incredible commercial. The HomePod. Yeah, it's the Apple commercial.
Yeah,
right. I've seen this.
Yes,
I don't know how to comment,
maybe.
but yeah, I dropped.
This is a crazy good commercial. That people you can see a little bit over here.
Yes, right.
Where. Yeah, you just have to check out this commercial. It starts getting really crazy. It's super dramatic at the beginning, and then she's getting into her home, and then everything starts kind of morphing, stretching out. And they did everything practically. I don't think that they used CGI for this. They actually built this location, and they did this all practically.
That's cool.
So very crazy.
Yeah.
I mean that's what my house does as well, but
it's crazy.
Yeah, and then it just gets insane where she starts running down this part is where it gets crazy, and she starts like
it's just amazing.
Running down here.
Your houses don't do this?
Yes, I can do it. Yeah.
Oh,
That's crazy.
I set this up in my basement a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Ryan is Spike Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spike
Easy.
Jones. Yeah.
That's hilarious. No,
Well,
here's
that's
your
super cool.
message. But yeah, people definitely need to check out that commercial and more of Spike Jones's work. Yeah, that's a legendary commercial.
I'm definitely gonna have to go and watch that, and then her as well now.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So he's a big influence in the world of directing and film and everything. Spike Jones.
Yes, right. And also these days, I really love Casey Neistat, the YouTuber.
Casey Neistat's great.
Yeah.
The vlogger.
DIY vlogger. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love it so much.
Yeah. I mean, he was doing crazy. Well, he kind of went really, really viral for a while because he was every single day doing a whole vlog, a whole YouTube video,
Yes.
you know, and this is like a 10-minute video every day. And he's just spending hours and hours every day editing. It's amazing.
That's amazing. Yes.
Yeah.
so how long? I'll ask this because my old question never came back. I don't know where it went, but it's in Space Continuum now. But how long? Like, if you're shooting a YouTube video and stuff, how long does it take you from shooting to your finished project? Would you say? Like, I know you said the book took you like a month, right?
Yes, right.
But on average, what would you take to put something together?
So actually, after I made the books and everything, I need to practice magic. But that one I can't film it because it's all tricky. So So normally it took me 3 to 4 days to film a performance part.
Yeah.
And editing videos. Yeah, for 3 to 4 days, and always change it, everything. Yeah. So it took me 3 to 4 days. Yes.
Nice. Wow. Now, is your favorite process of that, is it filming the magic or is it the editing part? Because I know a lot of people love editing and sitting there and fine tuning everything. What is your enjoyment out of the whole thing?
So I love making magic and making the process, but I really hate editing. I'm not good at editing. I'm not good at directing. So it's hard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even though you say that you aren't good at it, I think that the YouTube videos that you put out are really polished and they come out like people that do YouTube professionally. So I think that you've definitely picked it up and you do it really well. But I can understand, you didn't go to school to be an editor. You went to school to be a magician, literally.
Literally, exactly. I like Dominic said that the commercial is giving him a seizure.
Yeah. Sorry, Dominic. Apologies in advance. Be careful. Watch at your own risk.
Yeah, please watch the warning before the commercial. So, do you think it's the time?
I think it's that time. Now, this is going to make even less sense than it would for someone who has English as their first language, but
which makes it, I think, that much better today.
I think it does make it even
I don't know.
Better. I think it's time. Jeki, are you ready?
Lasagna!
What's your favorite genre of lasagna?
Meat.
Lasagna.
Veggie.
Lasagna.
Plain.
Lasagna.
Saucy.
Lasagna. What's your favorite genre of lasagna?
Had to put the energy up.
That was it.
Had to come up for air in the middle of the show. Lasagna.
Nice.
Jeki, are you a big lasagna fan?
I'm not a big fan of lasagna because I've tried 3 to 4 times, but I love it. Yes, I love it.
I'm not a big fan of it.
But you do like it?
How did you find the song?
We made the song. Ryan made the song.
Really? Wow. That's cool.
All of our songs are custom, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
What a professional show.
No expense when it comes to making those videos. We go
No
all out.
holds barred on the lasagna. So, out of all of the 4 lasagnas you've had, what was your favorite genre? What was your favorite type of lasagna that you had?
So yeah, definitely meat lasagna, and
Meat lasagna.
with a lot of cheese.
Mm,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Yeah,
Meat lasagna, a lot of
that's
cheese.
my favorite. I don't even remember where I had. Yeah, but I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, not, not the most common question.
No, I love that. Ramel said, "Great pizza, then lasagna. What's next?"
What's next?
Ramel, you got to keep watching every episode, man.
No.
You
What's
would
next?
know.
You'd know this is you'd know where it goes because the show's the same every time. So
Yeah, I like
do you eat
Dominic said,
lasagna?
Ramel, do you also eat lasagna with frosting?
That's
I
hilarious.
mean, it kind of makes sense. I mean, pizza
Yeah.
and lasagna are very similar.
Pizza and lasagna. I mean, yeah, the 2 peas in the same pod. So now, Jeki, you know how lasagna it's layered. It's a bunch
Yes,
of
right.
layers.
Yes.
So if you baked one lasagna, you have one lasagna here, and then you bake a second lasagna,
Yes.
right? So you have 2 lasagna. If
Yeah.
you take this one and you put it on top of this one,
Yes.
is it still 2 lasagna or is it one big one now? 2 or 1?
It's one big one.
It's one big one.
Oh,
Yes.
one big one.
Ah,
Yes,
Interesting.
interesting.
Okay.
All right,
One
one
big one.
gang.
One
Yeah,
gang,
it's
We'll add it into
interesting.
the
Yeah.
list. One gang.
We'll add it to the list, a check mark next to one gang. All right, Jackie's a one gang. All right.
Yeah. I think Ramel said, no, that's just disgusting.
No, that's disgusting. Yeah, it's disgusting to put frosting on your lasagna, but not to put it on pizza.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Cool.
Now, Jackie, how much time do you have to practice magic nowadays? Now that you're constantly making new content,
Yes.
do you have less time to practice than you did before, or do you not get to practice the same things for as long?
Oh yeah, so I practice less than before because before I just focusing on my Instagram, so I always practice every day. Yeah, a lot of times I spend a lot of time, but these days I spend more time making something like a pop-up books and tricks, yeah, and editing. Yeah, so these days I post one video or 1 or 2 videos per week. Yeah, on my Instagram.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Out of all of the videos that you've posted this past year, which one are you the most proud of? Which one is your favorite?
Okay, my favorite one was Mr. Beast. Yeah, Mr. Beast, the custom magic we already shared.
The Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
Mr. Beast, and just magic was. I think I did a glass table with sand. Sand, yeah. The sponge will pass through the glass table and change it to sand. I think that's.
I want to find that video.
Yeah,
I would love to show
we
that.
gotta show that.
Yeah, that's short one. So yeah, it's just 30-second. Yeah.
Oh, Ramel said that he's brand new. He said he saw you on TV, Blaze, and then decided to check it out.
Thank you, Ramel.
Nice.
Yes.
Well, Ramel, thank you so much for joining us. You'll have to check out all the. I think we're actually getting pretty close to like episode 50.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, we got to do a big special then.
Yeah, because the original show started on my Instagram, and then it moved over to Lost Art's Instagram. And then after only a couple weeks on the Lost Art Instagram, we were getting so frustrated with Instagram lagging and stuff that we took the show and moved it onto YouTube, which we have enjoyed tenfold.
Yes,
it allows
YouTube's
us
been so
to
much
do
better.
so much more stuff. But yeah.
Is this the video where you had the poker chips in the sand?
Oh, I know it's not. Maybe you
Okay.
can just scroll down a little bit more.
A little bit before or after
Yeah,
that?
before.
Before?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You can do it fastly. Maybe I can. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Pick it. Yes. That. No, it's not. Yeah, that one.
Is
That
this
one. I think that's. Oh yes, that one.
Okay. Whoa.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah.
and then sand.
Yeah.
That looks sweet.
That looks really cool.
Nice.
That's so cool. The sand pouring from the
Yeah.
glass table.
Yeah.
That's trippy on many levels.
That looks
Oh, wow.
really, really great.
Thank you.
That's so cool.
Yes.
And we got some good questions as well.
Wow.
Bobby
Yeah.
wants to know what your creative process is like for creating magic. Is it always the same or is it different every time? What is your process like when you create?
Yeah, it's different every time. So sometimes when I do card tricks, sometimes I just tear it, or I just bend it, or sometimes I add some pictures there. So it's always different. So when I do card, I do something like that. But so this kind of process, like this pop-up books, I need to think a lot of different things and put together in one place. So it's just time consuming, but and also I watch a lot of movies and like TV commercials, like Spike Jones, that kind of things. I really watched a lot, and also, and I really love Pinterest. It's an app. You can search it. It's like a museum. So there are a lot of great pictures from the creators all around the world. So I was inspired a lot from there. So I searched a lot of things and to inspire my magic.
Nice.
Yeah. I saw Thomas had a very long question, or it's like a couple of questions. Says, is there any magic tricks that have never been figured out or released that even the best magicians still don't know how it's done to this day, or does that not exist anymore? So Jeki, is there anything that you've seen that you were just like, you've done an array of every different kind of genre of magic.
Yeah.
Is there some magic that you've seen that you don't know how it's done, that you're like, yeah, I am fooled?
Oh, maybe there are a lot, but I don't know. I don't remember one, but I think there's a Taiwanese magician. His name is Lu Chen.
Oh, Lu
And
Chen is
he did,
amazing.
He did his version of Akan.
Oh, I know exactly what video you're talking about. It's crazy.
Yeah. And also he did in Magic Convention. It's not the online. It's like a video convention. I forgot the name. It's a EMC. Yeah, Essential Magic.
EMC, yeah.
Something like that.
Yep.
And he did it there too. And when I saw it, it's like just real magic. So you think one, and it comes out from the that number. Yeah, I couldn't figure it out, but it was amazing.
What people have told me is the method for that is like unbelievable. And I don't even know if it's actually the method he uses, but what people have told me is the method he uses that they think is it. That are some friends of mine from China. Is the craziest thing that nobody in America or anywhere else is using. It's something that's like technology you would have to have in China in order to do this effect. Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow,
it'll also be available at CES next year, though.
Yeah,
awesome.
it's crazy.
Yeah. Akan is a beautiful concept, and as a musician, it's really really amazing. Yes.
Yeah, and I guess on Thomas's question, just to answer Thomas directly, I think that when Jeki's saying Akan or Akan or however people say, it's an acronym for any card at any number, and that started off as being known as like the Burglass effect, right? Yeah. Where it was an effect that had no explanation and was always described as just kind of this legend that this guy could do. And we now realize that the actual Guy Burglass had many, many methods for the same effect. So he would kind of do it differently every time, depending on the setting. But because of it being this story in Magic where people didn't know a method, but they knew what the description of the effect was, they were like, how could you do any card, any number where the magician doesn't deal the cards, they don't touch them. It's the audience dealing the cards, and they're naming everything. That's where magicians then were able to create methods to achieve that effect. So it went from being a legendary one nobody knew how to do to becoming, something that a lot of magicians can perform. And there are a lot of methods for. So I think that, it depends on what the story is. Thomas said, didn't know if you were a magician or not, Thomas, but just clarifying for anybody else that didn't necessarily know that. A lot of those effects that start off as legendary end up becoming practical effects that magicians make a reality.
Walla said that he saw the trick, the Aiken on EMC. Says it was crazy, and then at that point he believed that there was at least one stooge, but he wasn't sure on that. I need to go back and watch it. I have the EMCs, but I don't remember it fully. So
I mean, it's literally like the most perfect any card, any number ever, where there's no touching anything,
Nice.
But the method that I've heard described does not require a stooge, but I don't know if it's actually real because the method itself sounds like fantasy. It sounds like something that doesn't exist. So I don't know if it's true.
He had a pet dragon, and the dragon
he had a dragon that just swooped in,
trained for many years, that just grabs the card out. No, that's. That's something that I enjoy, though. I mean, I don't get fooled very often because I've done close-up magic, I've done stage magic, and now I do mentalism. There's not very much that fools me anymore. But do you guys agree that's something that we enjoy? Is because once you've done magic for so long, you understand how most of the principles work. And so for me, when I get fooled, I absolutely love it. And then I'm usually calling someone else or watching the video a number of times until I think I know how it's done. But to be fooled like that first time is like, it brings you back to when you didn't do magic, right? When you didn't know anything and you're like a kid again for a second.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Walla, it's crazier than that. It's the method is crazier than if cards had e-color ink or something. It's way more high tech. It's crazy. But yeah, we also had another question. That's kind of interesting. Is Lucas is curious about, Jeki, what you would perform for people in live situations if you were to if someone were to walk up to you and say, "Oh my gosh, you're Jeki Yu. Can you show me a card trick?" Or it doesn't even have to be a card trick. Could you show me? Could you show me something? What would you show somebody just in the street?
So normally I do ambitious card routine. Yes, normally I carry my card, and also this one, it's called impromptu haunted. So card comes out, the audience. I can do this with a bottle deck. And so I usually do this because there's no special setting, and that's cool. Yeah,
nice.
Is that something you published?
Yes,
your impromptu haunted deck?
Yeah, it's called Fright in Penguin Magic. Yes.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh, you want to see it?
Yes, would love to see it.
Of course.
Okay. So something I don't know if this is okay. Oh, yes, always. Yeah. So, Ryan, so when I do like this, please say stop whenever you want.
Okay, stop.
Okay, remember this?
Okay.
See? I know this is Jack of Club. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm going to try to find your card, but I'm not going to use my hand. I'm just putting the deck on the card box. You see it?
Yep.
And now here's a shadow of the card, and I grab this, and I pull it out. When I pull it out, you see, the card is automatically coming out. See? And remember what's your card?
Yep. The Jack of Clubs.
Yeah, Jack of Clubs.
Nice.
Yeah. I always do this. It's people love it, and also there's no tricks and nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get that animation like a haunted deck, but you don't need to have any of the setup.
That's great.
That's awesome. Oh my!
That's
How long
awesome.
have you been saying "Oh my"? How many years has
Yeah.
that been?
Yeah, it's just 1 year because I started post magic videos last July last year.
Mm.
So it's 1 year. Yeah.
You weren't saying "Oh my" before that?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I
Wow.
never
Okay.
said that. Yeah, it wasn't my catchphrase. Yes, I just because when I post video, it's hard to say oh my gosh. I don't know when I
Yeah.
say oh my gosh, it's hard to pronounce. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just shortened the word oh my, and people loved it, and then
That's great. Now you've got "Oh my"
Now it's your
merchandise and everything.
Yes.
Yeah, now it's a
Yes,
full
right.
line.
Merchandise. Oh my.
Oh my! That's great. No, that's awesome. That's so cool. So here, do we find out the intelligence of our guest at
I
this
think we
point
should
in
probably
time?
find out. I mean, he
I think
seems
we
like a
should
pretty
find out.
smart guy, but
He does
he's
seem like
learned a
pretty
lot from
smart guy.
YouTube. So
From YouTube, and he did go to magic school. So
magic
let's see
school,
if he
so-
learned about the real stuff in magic school.
This is
All right.
this is real life hard hitting stuff.
It's time for the IQ test.
It's that time. It's time for my favorite rhyme. It's time for the IQ test. Let's see if you're better than the rest. It's time for the IQ test. Let's see if you're better than the rest. Did your teachers call you smart? Or more of an epidemic brain fart? It's about time we see. Can you count? 1, 2, 3. Let's see if the answers will agree. Can you count? 1, 2, 3.
Ayo, it's time for the IQ test.
Oh,
1,
Jackie,
2,
are you ready
3.
for these songs? For these songs, I was reading Chris's
For these songs.
comment at the same time. Chris says these songs crack me up.
Jeki, have you ever taken an IQ test before?
When I was middle school, I guess. Yeah. That was the
Gotcha.
last one. Yes.
Okay, so we'll see. We'll see if you're still at a middle school level or if you have
okay.
ascended. All right. So, question 1.
Okay.
How do you put a giraffe into a refrigerator?
Refrigerator. Oh, I've seen it before.
Oh,
How do you put a giraffe
cheating.
to make a big refrigerator?
Big refrigerator. But how do you put the giraffe in to the
Giraffe.
refrigerator?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Don't worry, Jeki. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But how
Lots
would
of
you?
people
How
don't.
would you? If most people don't know, but if you were to try and put a giraffe into a refrigerator, how would you do it?
I should cut it. Yeah, I should cut the giraffe.
Just get the giraffe. Oh no. Okay. Getting violent.
Yeah,
Okay.
Lucas came up with the same
Muay
answer.
Thai.
Lucas said the same as last week. Someone else said add another F to get giraffe and refrigerator. These are all the
That's
same
true.
letters, but
That's true. Yeah, add another F. That's a good answer, Lucas, but you're thinking too much. The answer is very simple, Jeki. It's actually you open the refrigerator, put the giraffe in, and close the door. It's very simple. Open the refrigerator, put the giraffe in, close. Simple.
Simple.
Okay,
Easy.
I've seen something like this. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rule
So
number
that
1.
brings us to question 2.
Okay. Yeah, open the door and put the elephant and close the door. It's safe. It's not safe.
Final answer? Final answer?
Okay, I got it. Open the door, pull out the giraffe, and put inside. Put the elephant in it and close the door.
Oh,
He's
look,
up with the victory
celebrating.
pose. He
Yes,
has the
he's
victory
celebrating.
pose. He knew.
Yes.
He
Yeah,
knew.
I knew it.
That's
He knew.
awesome.
Yes, the wrong answer would be what you first said, and then you corrected yourself. Yes, you got
It
it
was
right.
a good save. It was a good
Ah,
Open the
save.
yeah.
refrigerator, take out the giraffe, put in the elephant, close the door.
So
No,
this
good
means I'm
move.
genius. I'm genius.
We're on our way. We're on our way.
Not yet. Not yet. We can't
Not
get
yet?
ahead
Oh,
of
alright.
ourselves yet.
You're almost on genius
my.
level, Jeki. Oh, hang on. All right. So,
Question 3. The Lion King is hosting an animal conference, and all the animals are there except for one. Which animal does not attend the conference?
Lion King.
the Lion King. He's hosting the animal conference. So you're saying the Lion King is the one?
Yeah, but Lion King is hosting an animal conference, or the animal attend except for Lion King because he hosted.
Oh,
It's not attend. He's not attending. Yeah.
he's not attending because he's the host. That's an interesting
Interesting.
answer.
No, that is some good. That is some interesting logic. But we would have to say that by him being there as the host, he is attending. He is attending by being there.
Okay. So Lion King. Lion King. Oh. I don't know. Human.
Humans.
They got eaten. Yeah, they attended, but they're no longer there.
The humans didn't attend. Jeki.
Remember when you said a second ago that you were like a genius?
Yeah.
It's coming down just a little bit.
It's a little bit down from genius.
Genius
Jeki,
is
oh no.
smart. Yeah, you might get smart.
We can. You're teetering around smart, but you've lost
No.
genius. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
Jeki, the elephant is the only one who does not attend because he is still in the fridge. He is still in the
dang.
refrigerator.
It's very tricky. Yeah.
It is tricky. So, all right, but you still have a chance to redeem yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I got it. I got the pattern here.
There is a river you must cross, but it is inhabited by crocodiles. How do you solve the problem?
Because I can cross the river. Crocodile attended a conference.
Ah!
Whoa!
Oh, genius!
Oh my!
Genius.
You victory post.
Oh, that's amazing.
God, I love it. Yes, that's correct. You swim
That is
across.
correct.
All the crocodiles are attending the animal
Ah,
conference.
genius. I'm
You
genius.
redeemed it right at the end. Genius,
Yeah.
genius.
Yes, I'm genius. Thank
You
you.
got 50%.
Oh my
50%.
God.
Oh man.
Pass.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, genius again. He got it. You didn't look it up, right? You didn't look it up.
Yeah, I look it up. Yes.
Oh my
Thomas
gosh.
says I call cheating. What?
Yeah, Thomas is trying to call it cheat.
Yeah.
No, he got it right.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
Jeki is a genius. He redeemed himself. He went down. He went down to smart, but he's back up at genius level.
Caught himself
That's
too
right.
on the second question. Said
Yes.
the wrong answer. Caught himself.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
I had another idea for a new segment, and I didn't talk to you this week, but and I didn't set anything up, so I was just trying to quickly look for something. But I thought it'd be interesting to ask the guests 3 stories from around the world and see if they can tell which one is the actual truthful story. So kind of like 2 truths and a lie.
Oh,
But,
interesting. Yeah.
Just as as something different to the IQ test as well, just to see if they could
No, that would be fun.
see if they could do that.
Yeah,
But
that
yeah,
Do you happen to have stories or?
I was trying to look a couple up while we were doing the IQ test, and so
So it's where.
Give me a
So these are just like any kind of stories online, but it's like 2 truths and a lie.
yeah, 2 truths and 1 lie, or sorry, two lies and 1 truth.
Oh, 2 lies and 1 truth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
Alrighty. Well, while he's doing that, I'm just looking through the comments really quick. Yeah, people are saying you're a genius.
Oh yeah, thank
They
you,
love the
Marcel.
game. Yes.
Yeah, I love
All
too.
right.
Oh my.
So, how much time does it take for you to make one of your Instagram videos? Because it's only a minute long or less than
Yeah.
that. Sometimes it's only 30 seconds long, but I
Yes.
bet it takes a lot of time behind the scenes to make that happen. So,
Yeah, so sometimes it took me 7 to 8 hours to
Wow.
film the video because I need to practice it, and
Mm.
also I need to make a gimmick sometimes. So I've never done that before. Yeah, normally. So I need to practice in front of the camera. So it takes 7 to 8 hours. But sometimes it's just like 10 minutes, or sometimes
Wow.
it's less than 1 minute because I
Mm.
already knew how to do it. So yeah, it depends on the
Nice.
tricks and what I did. Yeah.
Yeah, and Thomas was saying, I guess it took you a month on your Rube Goldberg.
Oh yes, it took a month. It took a month. So
Yeah.
it's crazy. Yes.
Yeah, but that was also an incredible video.
Oh,
And it's
thank
cool because you were pulling inspiration from something outside of magic, Rube Goldberg
Yes,
machines,
right.
just having this
Yeah.
crazy chain of events that make something
Yes.
happen.
Yes,
Yeah.
right. So yeah, that one also I can share the process of making thing,
Mhm.
right? So that's a good thing.
Yeah. So what does your day look like? Like back when you were doing a video almost every day or multiple times a
Yes.
week on Instagram,
Yeah.
what would your day look like? You'd wake up and then, you get ready for the day, and then do you just immediately start filming and start working on the video all day?
So first I thought of wake up, and then I think about idea. So I
Mm.
sat down on the table and I just wrote my ideas. And after I chose what I do today. And after I made the gimmick, or sometimes I made the script. And after I practice it, and I just filmed it. So
Mm.
that's my daily process. So sometimes I can get 2 or 3 ideas in one day. That's good. But sometimes it's hard to get one idea for 3 to 5 days.
Mm.
3 to 5 days. So it depends on the tricks, and it's hard to come up with new ideas and new concepts. But it's worth it. Yeah.
Mm. Now, since you were posting so consistently, and then you would get the feedback from your followers, and you'd grow more and more fans and followers, and
Yes.
you kind of judge based on their comments and their likes if it was a good video.
Yes.
Do you feel like that was helpful, or did that hurt your creativity in any way? Trying to make something that you knew would do well with likes and comments and stuff,
Yes.
like did it affect your creativity when you're trying to make something that you hope does well on social media?
So it didn't affect any bad side. So
Okay.
it actually helped me a lot.
Nice.
So actually, for example, the glass table magic. So first time people think, why there's a black border? You don't have to put it there. So after I just thought about how to remove this, and after and removed it, and I filmed it again, and people loved it. And also, always this kind of feedback helped me to make better magic, and inspired me a lot. So it's really helpful. Yes.
Nice.
It's
Good.
free. Yes.
Yeah. So it wasn't like added pressure or anything. It was actually a good thing
Yes.
because it
Yeah.
gave you good
Yeah.
feedback.
Yes, but sometimes some people wanted to figure out the trick, and they leave the comment. Oh, I know how it's done, and you use this and this, something like that. That one is sometimes annoying, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's also okay. Yeah.
Yeah. You
Because
just
it's
kind of
like,
have to just get over that. And a lot of times they're wrong, but they still will post it as if they're right.
Yes, right. And there's one guy always posts something trick about the trick, and he wanted me to see that comments, so he consistently posted that kind of things, but I just ignored. But I didn't care that much. Yeah.
Gotcha. It doesn't get to you.
Yes.
Did you find one, Ryan?
I did not find. I looked up.
Then we'll prep one for next week. So,
but I'm going to prep one for next. I looked up a lot of them were American political stories. So it was a lot of stuff on Donald Trump and Biden.
gotcha.
So
Oh,
I feel
Okay.
like it may not be the
Yeah, it might be a little bit divisive or
gotta
just
find
not.
yeah, I gotta find some like funny ones. So
Also, I feel like Jeki probably just doesn't care much about that.
Yeah.
Just because, like, I remember, like, during the election, we were
Yeah.
gonna watch one of the debates or something together,
yes,
and then
right.
we ended up just jamming kind of the whole time, and it was just in the background. Like,
Yes, right.
didn't just really
Yeah.
care. But
Yeah.
Lucas had a good question. How is the magic profession in Korea? Is it easy to be a full-time magician in Korea, doing restaurant or corporate events or things like that?
Yeah.
You know, what is it like to be a
Uh,
professional magician in Korea?
Yeah, I think that it's easy to be a magician because you decide and you try and you can be a magician, but it's hard to get a job because there are so many magicians in Korea too, and it's competitive, and so it's hard to find your own venue, and you need to promote yourself, every day because it's it's the same here in America and Korea, it's same. And so, you need to create something and make your routine better, and also find your venue. Yeah, you need to try something. Yeah, every day. Yeah.
Do you think audiences are different in America versus audiences in Korea? Do audiences in Korea prefer more visual things or anything like that?
I think America and Korea and their the audience is quite similar, but the older generation in Korea, they had a war between South Korea and North Korea, so they had no chance to see magic when they were young, so they don't know how to see magic. So they always want to figure out. Not most of them, some of them. It's like average people wanting to figure out the trick. That's something in there, and that's not weird, and so it's a little sarcastic. Yeah,
Interesting.
but younger generation like me and 10 to 40 age, they love magic. They really love magic. Yes.
Nice.
So people, the older generation, they're like more skeptical, like, oh, what's this? Like, let me try and just break that down, figure it out. Are there a lot of hecklers over there?
Yeah, so there are a lot of hecklers. So when I was young, but nowadays it changed a lot. So not so many, but still there some of the people. They're not hate. They don't hate magic, but they don't know how to see magic.
Yeah. Now, is there a magician over there that would be well known in Korea that we wouldn't know over here? That you're like, oh, this guy's amazing, but he hasn't like broke out in North America yet.
Oh yeah, so there are two huge magicians in Korea. One is Eun Lee. His English name is Easy Lee. Easy Lee, and the other guy is Charming Choi. So these are two magicians who inspired a lot of young magicians, including me. So they are really good. And Easy Lee is a very creative side and creative performer, and Charming Choi is a more like entertainer. So these two types of magicians, two different, but so they inspired a lot of magicians. Yeah.
Nice.
They are really good. Yes.
Yeah, it's just like a totally different. And do they do a lot of spoken acts, or do they mostly perform silently to music? What kind of acts do they like to perform?
So Charming Choi is the most he spoken a lot, and he's more comedy side and entertainer, and easily, and also he has a good parlor act, but he's more like a silence and stage magic. Yes, he does. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. The first guy, why he's not been as successful in North America or have been able to come over here if he's doing a speaking act. I feel like Americans are way less receptive to something that's not in English compared to a lot of other places around the world, English might not be their native language, but they will totally watch or appreciate art that's in English or in any other language. You know, like there are artists, like I remember there's this guy, he's not really doing much in music nowadays. This artist, Stromae, and he's from Brussels. And he does all of his music in French. And he's a crazy, amazing musician. And his music videos are so creative and unique. And he's famous all over Europe. And he's huge, especially in Canada. He's really big, you know, in Montreal. He used to perform a lot, you know. And everything he does is in French. And it was like nobody knew him when he went to America. And it's crazy because in Europe, he's this giant superstar. And then he came to America and he was just walking around New York City and nobody knew who he was. And they actually documented it in like a vlog kind of series. And it was just funny to all the people that were around him that nobody recognized him at all, because the fact that he was not performing in English, it made it such a barrier to entry to this market, you know? And I imagine like that's probably something that you've encountered, considering in order to try and break out in America, you've decided to learn English, you know, instead of just trying to, you know, come out here and just say, I'm going to speak Korean, you know, because, you know, whereas if you started speaking English and went over to Korea, you probably would be able to still do shows, you know, because Koreans would be willing to learn another language, unlike us.
That's a crazy, like I remember being in Guatemala and I was talking to these kids and asking them, you know, how they're learning English and stuff. And they're watching movies. Because they, you know, I was over there and they're like, oh, it's Rambo and stuff, right? And like, okay, sure. What are you talking about? But that's how they learned how to speak English. Where I never hear anyone from North America going like, oh, I started watching Korean TV shows and that's how I learned to speak Korean. You know, like that would never happen. But it seems like all the time when we talk to someone that's from another country that's learning English, they're like, oh, I watched movies and stuff, and that's how I learned. Or I watched TV shows, and that's how I learned. And it's crazy. That's like absolutely nuts to me. But yeah, like I said, someone coming over to North America that, you know, spoke Korean or French or something like that, like Americans, I feel like just, if you don't speak English, we don't have time for you kind of thing, right? Like,
which is kind of
it sounds bad. It sounds terrible, but that seems to be how it is. Like, you know, you said a famous guy from around the world comes into America and no one knows who he is, right? So
yeah, it's just kind of crazy. It's definitely tough to try and break out into a new market somewhere else. And it's pretty amazing that you've been able to come over and do exactly that. Yeah, and was the push for that after you did Britain's Got Talent and America's Got Talent that you decided, okay, I'm going to come over to America and pursue a career over there?
It was before, so it was 2014. I went to America to see Las Vegas Magic Show. At the time, I saw Macking and David Copperfield and Penn and Teller, and I really loved it. So yeah, I wanted to be like them one day. And after I just thought about a year, in 2016, I decided to move to America. In 2017, I moved to America. So America's Got Talent was my first journey in America. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
After I moved here, yes.
Wow. I like that. Lucas said that he learned English by watching the Michael Amar tapes.
Oh, that's so funny.
Like, it's crazy, right?
Interesting. Wow. And
nice.
Okay, so how much English did you speak when you first came to America then? How much English did you speak at the time?
So it's like, before I also attended magic conventions. So I had like a 1 hour lecture show. So I scripted and I memorized everything. So, and also my Fism act and some close-up act. And that's it. So that's all my English. And from there, I learned more. And I always, I learned English watching Rapunzel, movie Rapunzel, you know. It's
I'm trying to.
It's animation, Disney animation. Rapunzel.
Like
Rapunzel. Yeah,
Rapunzel with the long hair. Yeah. I watched that, a lot of times, and
Was it
That
like
was, yeah.
the movie Tangled?
Yeah,
that one?
Tangled, right? Tangled.
Yeah.
Tangled.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow,
I
interesting.
love that movie.
Huh.
Yes. After,
I would never
so-
have thought that. That's so interesting. It was watching
Yes.
Tangled over and over.
Learned how to
Yeah.
speak English.
Yeah, even
Wow.
after watching movie, I cried.
Yeah. It is a good movie. Yeah, it's got
Yeah,
great
good
music
movie,
too.
Yes.
And that's where Oh My came from as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my! Wow. Huh. So when you that's so intimidating. The idea of okay, I needed to do a lecture, so I wrote my lecture out in Korean, and then
Yes.
you translated it to English, and then
That's
just
right.
memorized that
Yeah.
in English.
Yes.
And then you
Yes.
said, okay, I'm going to do America's Got Talent and then perform on national TV in English
Yeah.
when all I know is just this script. Like,
Just a
that's,
script.
Yes.
that's
Yes,
amazing.
Right. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's crazy. So I can in 2009 when I attended FISM first time, I just had that script. I only knew that, but after a year, I could practice a little more. But in 2017, so when I attended America's Got Talent, when they interviewed me, it's hard to answer. It's like they always they always looked happy to answer something, but I couldn't answer, and they okay, let's go to the next something like that. So I should practice English more.
Wow.
So Jeki, let me ask you this, because I think this would be cool, Blaze, at the end, is how do you say thank you for watching in Korean?
봐주셔서 감사합니다.
Oh boy.
Okay, we're going to need to say it a little bit slower. Okay.
Yeah, that's way. Let me write this down first. That
Whoa.
was way harder
I wouldn't
than
even
thought
know
it
where
was
to
gonna be.
begin with writing that, Ryan.
I'm gonna
Good
write
luck.
it phonetically.
Okay.
You gotta
All
go real slow, Jeki.
와.
Wa?
Bois? Is it with a
Bois?
B at the beginning? Bois or bois?
B.
Bois?
Okay.
Bois?
Ba, yes, ba. Ba, ju,
Bois, Ju?
Wa, ju,
sha,
sha,
so,
sol,
so,
sol.
봐주셔서,
Is it
Okay.
just S-O? So?
SEO, so,
S-E-O. So.
yeah. 감사합니다.
So. Oh man, this is
sha,
long.
su. So.
Yeah. 감사.
Waju sha so. Okay.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
correct. Yes.
Okay, good.
Waju
Yeah.
cha so.
감사.
I'm gonna change this spelling here. Sorry, what was the next part?
감사.
Sa.
Comes up.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
합니다.
Ham. Ni da.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. That's all of it?
Yeah, that's all of it.
Okay,
Thanks for
that's not
watching.
bad.
Yes.
Waju cha so. 감사합니다.
Yeah, that's correct. Nice.
There you
Yes.
go.
You did
Look at
right.
that.
Yes.
At the end of the episode, we gotta say
Yes.
Waji sha so kamsahamnida.
Yes, right.
I do.
Gotta add in a little-
Nice.
I feel like I gotta add an accent
Dude,
when I say it.
the thing is, I know we're trying really hard, but I
So
feel like
bad.
it
Yeah.
sounds a little bit racist when we say
It-
it because we're trying so hard to
It's
sound
so
Yeah.
bad.
like we're
but-
saying it right.
Yeah, you see the comment section. She said 봐주셔서 감사합니다, and he said, thanks for caring Korean. Yeah.
So that little thing that the other person said, that says what we just said.
Yes, right.
Okay.
Yes, that one. 봐주셔서
봐주셔서
감사합니다.
감사합니다.
Yes.
Wait,
right.
it's 감사합니다.
Yeah, that's correct.
Kamsahamnida.
Yes, right. That's correct.
감사합니다. Now, in Korean, you don't have the same thing that they have in Mandarin with the tones changing, right? There's no
Yes,
tonal
there's
difference.
no tone changing, but there's
Okay.
some countryside and some the city is some city have a different accent, but it's not like a tone thing. Yes,
Gotcha.
everybody understand
Okay.
it well. Yes.
Okay, yeah, because that is something that makes it so much more difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, well, because it's like in Chinese, it's like Mandarin, you'll have like 3 tones, and then I think in Cantonese you have like 9 tones or something.
Yeah.
And so the pitch of your voice up to 9 different degrees, like insane.
That's
crazy.
insane.
Yeah, I don't know. That's intense. But
says Blair assist. Come on, guys. I know all of this. I'm fluent in German.
Wow, what's he talking about? Now, but is something someone else brought up. Is in China you memorize the script in Chinese, and that was what you did. So when you had your lecture show, and you got booked for conventions when you were still living in Korea, you had to memorize it in English to do lecture tours and things. And then you also memorized it in Chinese. How many other languages? You did it in the Philippines too, right? And you
no,
it wasn't in the Philippines. Indonesia, yeah.
Yeah, and China, Japan, Spanish, and China, and I think 4 or 5. And also I did I forgot. Yes, I think 4 or 5. Yes.
Okay, so it was Chinese, Indonesian, Spanish, and then we had English, Japanese, and in India.
Yeah.
Wow. So we got 6.
So 5 to 6. Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
And that was an hour-long lecture that you memorized in all those different languages?
So in Chinese, I performed in cruise ship for 45-minute show. So I memorized 45 minutes long, and also I did my theism act. It's a 10 minutes. So normally in Spanish and Indonesia, Japanese, it's a 10-minute script, and that's it. Yes. So it's not that big deal. Yeah, but it takes time to memorize. Yeah.
Wow. So I think that's a gold nugget right there.
Yeah.
Like if anybody is a magician that's out there that's watching and you're going, I'm not, why are these gigs not coming to me? How do I get these gigs? Well, are you working that hard where you would memorize your whole 45-minute show in all these different languages so you'd be prepared to do the gig anywhere that the opportunity comes? Like that's definitely a lot of work, but
that's next level. Next level.
That's a real professional.
Yeah. But
that's incredible.
And now he just has a catchphrase that it will work everywhere in the entire world.
Yeah. Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Yes.
That's amazing. Wow. And was that what was the most difficult language to try and learn for that for the different shows?
Oh, I think before I normally I wanted to prepare that language. So for me it was the French and German was so difficult for me.
Oh, those are just 2 more that weren't even on the list. Okay, so now we're
I never performed. I never performed
now we're up to 8
with that language. Yeah, but I never performed with that language, but I just prepared beforehand. So
I just prepared it just in case.
Up. Yeah, just in case, but I gave up because it's too difficult. Yeah, before I had a dream. There's one big France TV show. It's called Le Plus Grande Cabaret. Du Monde. And I wanted to do my theism act there, so I prepared, but it's really difficult to memorize, and the accent was difficult for me, so I gave up. So I there's no chance to be there. Yes, but it was fun. Yeah.
But that's really amazing. Yeah. So you just learned it just to be prepared, just in case.
Yeah.
Like that's real commitment to it. Is going like, okay, well, in case I get the chance to do a show in France, I'm gonna know how to do my whole 45-minute show in French.
Yeah.
So
and then you're ready if it happens.
Yeah, it's something like this. I already had a contact with that France TV show because I performed the quick change act with my wife. So if I prepared a language, so I could perform my theism act there. So I wanted to suggest them. So use me, but there's no chance.
Crazy.
That's really crazy, but that's really incredible. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, that's really well. I mean, I say this all the time whenever we talk, Jeki, but you are a huge inspiration. And finding out that you had that much dedication and like, people wonder about like, we had the question earlier, how do you have a career in Magic in Korea? It's like, well, if you're worried about having enough opportunity in the country that you're in, then that's what you do, is just be prepared to do the show wherever you can, and just really work hard to make it a reality.
I think most people in that circumstance would try to figure out routines where there was no talking, right? Like if they weren't getting booked in their country and they were thinking about going to another country, they would probably be like, you know what, I'm going to take all the speaking out of my show or my act, and I'm going to do a silent act. But you didn't, which is the crazy thing. You were like, nope, I'm just going to learn all these different languages, which is incredible. So,
yeah. And most people that do visual magic silent to music, you'd think that they think more in pictures, that there's someone who's not necessarily language focused or not necessarily the best with words or whatever. And you're someone who's able to kind of master both of those, that you've been able to do comedy videos that are just pure comedy, no magic, successfully in English, which is already, really amazing. And you're also able to do some of the best visual sleight of hand that's out there in Magic right now. So I think that it's really, you're an absolute master, and it's really incredible. So
thank you.
But we've hit the 2-hour mark. I know, Ryan, you injured yourself, so I know that you've been in pain this entire time.
Yeah. So I tore my hamstring a couple weeks ago playing soccer, and so I was like, okay, thought it was all better. I wrapped it up. Partway through, I was taking this off. I had my leg all wrapped up, so I played again last night. I thought I could play. I warmed up really hard, played. Felt good, so I started playing, and in the second half of the game, I went to block a guy's kick, and I took a step, and my hamstring just went pop, and so today the back of my hamstring is like a swollen knot almost in it.
Geez.
And, so I've been icing and wrapping it up really and rough. Everything all day. So tonight, sitting down for a long time, like 2 hours, my leg right now is seized. So I've been trying to put my leg out straight and back and forth, but it is just like a massive rock in the back of my hamstring. So it doesn't feel great.
So rough.
So
man.
But
jeez.
So hopefully by tomorrow it'll be feeling a little better, but I think I'm gonna have to take off playing next week. So
at least a week, man.
Well, I pulled it a couple weeks ago, and I gave it the first time. I pulled it on the Friday at a game. A guy put a ball through, and I was sprinting full steam. I was sprinting, and then all of a sudden my hamstring just went boom, tightened right up, and I went down. And then I had a game on Monday. So I was like, okay, well, it's Friday. I should be okay. Did all massage, all these muscle rubs and stuff. And I thought, we'll be good. But it was not at all. I went and I did warm up, and I took one kick in practice, like in the warm up, and it just tore again. So I'm going to take a couple weeks off now, and which is good because next Wednesday I'm supposed to play a game. So I will be back in time for Magic After Dark. So,
nice. Well, that's good.
So that's good.
Nice.
So
yes.
Thank you. Yeah, hopefully I need to buy a hot tub. That needs to go into the backyard.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, but that's gonna come
next
after
to the
wedding.
pergola.
Next to the pergola and the pizza oven and the fire pit will be a hot tub.
I mean, you're getting to the point where you just never need to leave your backyard at any point. Ever.
I was actually thinking the next episode, we have an episode with the Eversons on the 18th of August.
Nice.
And I think I may just do it from the backyard that night. Just set it up in the backyard.
That would be hilarious. That would be great.
Jeff Everson is very hardcore about his grass, and so am I. And so it'll be good to do it from the backyard.
You can assert your dominance as a grass supremacist.
That's it. So
that'll be great. Now, I think before we wrap up, just as a kind of parting words thing, Jeki, if you had one piece of advice there are a lot of young magicians that are watching right now. So if you had one piece of advice for a young magician that wants to start their career in magic, what would you say? What would you want them to know, or what do you wish that you knew when you were starting out?
Yeah. Oh, actually, I always had one answer for this, but now I don't remember that one.
He only memorized it in the other language.
He's like, I can tell you in French, German, Chinese.
Yeah. But yeah, I think you should keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Whatever it is, but you should try it, and failed every day, and it gets you better and better. So yeah, that's one thing I do every day. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and you had a quote that you really liked that we talked about once. It was something to do with motivation and about being a habit or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like stop seeking inspiration, just do it. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah,
Nice.
because when you do something, so when I moved to America in 2017, I was seeking inspiration every day. So I spent a lot of time to just think about magic. Never tried. So I think at the time I lost my time a lot. So yeah, you should try something, and it's whatever, it's a video or you just perform for your friends. Yeah, that's the important thing to grow. Yeah.
Just do it and figure it out along the way, and you'll keep getting better.
Nike.
Yeah, Nike, just do it. Yeah, we've got a Says Blair post about just do it from the Andre episode. Yeah, but
so
this has been a blast.
Every episode we like to do a giveaway for a free download on the Lost Art Magic website. So we usually come up with a question that we talked about throughout the episode. The great one, I wish we talked about it earlier in the episode, would have been, what 2 languages did Jeki not memorize the script in, that he gave up on? Because he said there was 2. But I think that was just so recent that it'd be pretty easy.
That would be pretty easy. Yeah.
Yeah. So trying to think back to the 20 questions.
Maybe what director that Jeki said he was really inspired by.
I know there was a lot of comments on that, or a few anyways, but that's not a bad question.
Yeah. So
all right,
you want to go with that one? Yeah. So
Sure.
What was the director that Jeki said really inspired him? Someone outside of magic.
Spike Zones. Yeah.
Yes, we got it.
Yeah, look at that,
right.
Thomas.
Thomas got it real quick.
Thomas.
Hit up myself at mentalism.ca on Instagram, or Blaze at Blaze Sarah on Instagram, and let us know what download you want from Lost Art Magic, and we will get that to you. So congratulations, man. And I like that he said he's a 40-year-old magician starting out. So
Thomas,
it's never too late to start magic. So
we hope that you can find something that you enjoy on the Lost Art Magic website that can be helpful along this journey. And and if you'd like any feedback on the different products, or advice on what you should get, feel free to ask that in your DM as well. Happy to help. But we really appreciate you guys watching, and we really appreciate all of our Korean viewers that have stopped in for this episode as well.
100%. 100%. Now, are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Are we gonna try it?
All right. Yeah. So are we gonna do it back to back, or are we trying to do this in sync?
No, let's do it in sync. Come on,
dude. This is there's gonna be lag. So it's regardless, it'll cover up that either of us. Oh yeah.
Come on. You know how many times when we first started doing this show, I was like, and my co-host for the evening, Blaze, and I was like, oh no. Please, Sarah.
Yeah.
I was like, this is terrible.
Okay.
But okay. And then Jeki, we always like to end the episode how we started. So all 3 of us will say this. you're gonna probably say it 48 times faster than what we're gonna say it. I feel like because we're reading it, but
Yes.
and then we like to we'll finish it off, and you just
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Ready?
All right.
Yeah.
Are we gonna give a count in like
Yeah.
3, 2,
So
1?
yeah, we'll just say right at the end. So thank you everybody so much for watching Magic After Dark. We'll see you next week, next Wednesday. Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. 3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
와주셔서 감사합니다.
와주셔서 감사합니다. 오마이.
Oh my.
Oh my.